Good day to each and everyone. I am Jazlaya Ensalada and I am the last reporter and the group 5. And the topic that we're going to discuss today is about the scene design. But before we formally start to our discussion, let's start with the activity first entitled I Spy with My Learning Eye. You just simply analyze and observe the video clip because after that, I'm going to ask you some questions related to the video.
Once upon a time, I lived in Pondicherry's botanical gardens, in the zoo. It was a huge zoo, spread over acres and acres, big enough for a train to explore. But now it's so small, it fits in my head.
Stop backing up! Scene!
I want to be called pie now.
Like lemon pie.
No, as in 3.141. No.
59265358979. I see, because just like an infinite number, you go on and on and on.
My older sister Ronnie, a maths genius, but really annoying.
Open the gate, son! Open them! Yeah!
My father built the zoo from scratch.
Black and White is being so stubborn and aggressive to see. Just like our government. Things wouldn't be so difficult if he just listened to me. Ha! Ha! Well, today, I'm in charge, Black and White. Yeah! In your pen! Yeah, Black and
Yeah,
White!
black and white, yeah!
Yeah! Ha! I'm in charge!
Yeah! And my mother looked after all of us.
As a new mother orange juice, you have to get your energy back. These bananas will make you both strong.
Can I give it up?
Of course, darling.
From one son to another. Our life was idyllic, but the government was in turmoil, arguing and trying to control everything. There were riots on the streets. People stopped coming to our zoo. But my father, he never stopped trying. He thought a Bengal tiger would bring in new business. Richard Parker! Richard Parker! Richard Parker! Richard Parker! Richard Parker! Hey! Hi, I'm Pai. Welcome to Pondicherry.
I hope you truly analyze and observe the video clip. So here's the questions. First, what have you observed in the visual elements in the video? And the second one, what part of the video that grabbed your attention? Please comment down your answer on the message box. And now let's proceed to our proper discussion. But before that, let us read our learning outcomes. explain how scene design affects audience perception, identify appropriate materials for creating a simple stage atmosphere, and appreciate the emotional impact of stage design. Scene design. Scene design is the creation of the visual setting for a stage play. It helps show the time, place, and mood of each scene through elements like scenery, props, and lighting, supporting the story and overall production. And here's the function of scene design. So scene design serve several important roles in a stage play. It defines the performance space and creates a clear floor plan for movement. It also visually characterizes the setting, supports the story's interpretation, and helps establish the mood and atmosphere. So, in overall, it enhances both visual and emotional impact of the play. And now, let's proceed to the floor plan. So, a floor plan is a top view diagram that shows the layout of a space. It includes walls, furniture, and other elements to help plan movement and scene arrangement on stage. So, what a floor plan help with? A floor plan helps organize how the stage is used. It gives space for movement or how actors walk or move around. Composition, how things and people are arranged to look good on stage. Character interaction or how actors talk or act with each other. And stage business or the small actions like picking up a cup or reading a book that make the scene feel real. And now, let's proceed to the kinds of set. First, we have box set. Second, unit set. And third, suggested set. And first, we have the box set. Box set is a realistic set that looks like a real room with walls, doors, and windows. Second, the unit set. It is a flexible set made of basic pieces that can be arranged for different scenes. And third, the suggested set. It is a simple set that uses minimal props and scenery to suggest a location, letting the audience use their imagination. And we have also the working plans and procedure. Design process. The design process, it is the varies from designer to designer, but it usually follows key steps. First is the preliminary design. So it includes the sketch and scale model. So we all know that sketch, it is a rough drawing used to show early ideas, and the scale model, it is a small version of the set showing correct proportions. And we have also the final designs, and it includes the perspective color renderings, floor plan, and the 3D scale model. So, perspective color renderings, it is the detailed color drawings of how the stage will look. And the floor plan, it is a top view diagram showing the layout of the stage. And the 3D scale model, it is a miniature three-dimensional version of the final set design. And we have also the basic scenic elements, which include the soft scenic units and the frame units. And in soft scenery units, it includes the drops, cyclorama, draperies, and scream. So first we have drops. Drops are large pieces of fabrics that hang at the back of the stage. They can be painted with scenes and sometimes help enclose the settings to show location or mood. And second, the draperies. It is the fabric panels that may cover or mask the side of the stage. They can also be painted and used to create decorative or stylish background. So third, we have scream. It is a special curtain made of gauze that looks solid when lit from the front but becomes see-through when lit from behind. And lastly, we have the cyclorama. It is the curtains arranged to surround the stage on three sides, often used to create the illusion of sky or open space. And for the frame units, it includes the flats and screens. So frame units, it is the structure with a solid frame that gives support and stability to the set. And first, flats. It is the basic frame units made of wood or metal. It is covered with cloth or thin wood. They are usually painted or textured to create walls or other flat surface on stage. Second is screens. It is frame units common since 1960s. They can stand on the floor or be hung, come in any shape or size, and are often used for projecting images or lights. And now let's proceed to the technical elements of props. And we have theater props, and it includes the set props, hand props, and dress props. So the set props, it is the items that are large and stay in one place, like furniture. Examples: chairs, tables, trees, and cabinets. Second, we have hand props. It is a small items that actors carry or use during the play. For example, hand fans, cups, lamps, and bags. And third one, we have the dress props. It is the items that don't move during the play, but help make the setting look real. Example, the entire box set, as you can see on the first slides that being explained by me. And lastly, we have the shifting scenery on stage. So here's the method used in shifting scenery. First, we have the manual, or it is the scenic pieces moved by stagehand using physical effort, as you can see in the picture. Second is flying, or it is the scenic elements hung above the stage and raised or lowered when needed. Third, we have the wagon, or the platforms on wheels, or what we also called casters, that can be rolled on and off the stage. Fourth, we have revolve, a rotating stage turned by electric motors to change scenes smoothly. And lastly, we have the elevator stage, or the section of the stage that can be raised or lowered to change the set height, as you can see on the picture. So that is all included to the scene design. If you have any question, you are free to ask, and if none, here's the reference that I have used in this report. Thank you. And the second topic that being assigned to me was the theater acting. But before we formally start with our discussion, let us read first our learning outcomes. Identify a character's objectives and emotions by analyzing the script. Demonstrate teamwork on stage by collaborating with fellow actors in scenes. And perform clear gestures and movement to effectively portray a character. And now let's proceed to our proper discussion. First, we have theater acting. So it is the art and practice of playing characters on stage. Actors being characters to life using dialogue, movement, and emotion to entertain or inform the audience. And now let's proceed to the elements of acting, which includes the facial expression, body language or stance, body shape, and voice accent. So first, we have the facial expression. It shows the character's emotion, the eyes and face help the audience understand how the character feels. And for the body language or stance, it is the way an actor stands or moves, reveal the character's thought, confidence, or mood. And body shape, as the actors may change their body, it may gain or lose weight or get fit to match the character they have being played. It helps make the role more believable. And lastly, the voice or the accent. It is the way an actor speaks, including their tone or accent. It helps how the character's background, culture, and personality being shown in the play. And we have also the basic ingredients of the actor. First, the native ability, or what we also call talent. It is the natural skills or gift for performing and becoming a character. Second is training. So, learning technique through acting classes and general education to improve performance. And third is practice. It is the regular rehearsal and performance to build experience and strengthen skills. A. Training and its meaning. So, actors must train to control their voice and body so they can clearly express emotions and actions to the audience. So, the training involves understanding, practice, and discipline. So, understanding it is knowing how the voice and body work in performance. And the practice is the repeating techniques to improve our skills. And lastly, the discipline, it is staying committed and focused to grow as an actor. And B, we have imagination and observation. So actor must observe people and imagine different relationship and situation. This help them make their performance more real and believable. So this involves emotional memory or the remembering feeling from past experiences, sense memory or the remembering physical sensation like smell, touch, or pain. And substitution, it is the mentally replacing something or someone in the play with a real life experiences or person to make the emotion feel genuine. And let's proceed to C, or the control and discipline. Actors must develop strong concentration to stay focused during a performance. They need to be aware of two things at all times. First is their current situation, and the second one is the context of the play. So first, the current situation is knowing they are on stage performing in front of an audience. And second one is staying in character by understanding their character is doing, feeling, and experiencing the scene. And now we are in the acting process. A, we have the analyze the role. So actors must study the script to understand their character fully. So they should use the script to find all available information about the character. So imagine and feel in a missing details, not directly stated. So use quotation analysis to examine what the character says and does, what other characters say about them, and how others act towards them. So this may help the actor to build a deeper and more believable character. Define goals of the character. This involves understanding what each character wants. It includes their objective, what they are trying to achieve in a specific scene, and their overall intention or purpose in the play. This helps the actor justifies every action or line spoken on stage, making their performance more focused and believable. So third, goal of the character in communication. So characters communicate in two ways: through the content or what they say, and relationship or how they say it. The tone, attitude, and delivery reveal how characters feel about each other and can change or define their relationships. Understanding this help actors express deeper meaning beyond just words. And also, we have the function of the role in the play. So, actors must understand how their character fits into the story. Are they the protagonist or the main character? Antagonist or the opposing force? Foil or the contrast with another character or a minor character? This awareness guides the actor in aligning their action and portraying with the story's theme and progression. And also, we have the sensitivity to subtext. So, the subtext is the meaning behind the words, what the character truly thinks or feels about may not say directly. This includes hidden emotions, motivation, and thoughts. Actors must tap into to deliver a performance that is rich, nuanced, and emotionally truthful. And also, we have the role in the overall production. So, beyond their individual role, actors must understand how their character contributes to the entire production. This includes how they support the story, interact with other roles, and enhance the director's vision. This broader perspective helps ensure a cohesive and powerful performance. And B, psychological and emotional preparation. So when actors struggles to connect with a character or situation, they use certain techniques to build belief in both themselves and the role. And C, we have the movement and gesture. First, we have the stage business. Stage business refers to all the small, detailed physical action performers do on stage that show something about their character. It helps move the story forward or set the mood. Some stage business is written into the scripts, but actors not or directors often create extra movement to make scenes clearer or more interesting. Second, we have the Del Sarte, or it is a system that studies how body language and physical traits express emotions and personality. It helps actors use gestures and postures to communicate feeling without words. And third one, we have the blocking. This is the planned movement and positioning of actors on stage. They where stand, move, enter, and exit. Blocking also considered how actors relate to each other and to object or furniture on stage to create clear and meaningful stage pictures. And fourth one, we have also gestures, or it is a specific hand or body movement which actors use to show who their character is or what they are feeling. So the gestures help express character traits and emotion clearly. So fifth one, we have the cheating or the opening out or up. So actors slightly turn their bodies and faces forward the audience, even during conversation, so that the audience can see their expression and gestures clearly while still keeping the scene look natural. And sixth, we have the crossing and counter crossing. So crossing is when an actor moves from one part of the stage to another. So counter crossing is when another actor moves in the opposing direction at the same time. This helps balance the stage visually and keeping the scene dynamic. D, we have the vocal characteristics. Actors use vocal exercise to improve how they sound on stage. This includes projection or making sure the audience can hear them, the tone or the quality or mood of their voices, inflections or changing pitch to express meaning, and pitch, it is the high or low voice sound, and rate or the speed of speaking. They also practice articulation to pronounce words clearly so that the audience understand every line. And E, we have the learning lines or the memorization and line readings. So learning lines is more than just memorizing words. The actors need to understand why their character says each line, the purpose behind it, and the situation in which it's said. This understanding of semantics or the meaning of words help make their delivery meaningful and convincing. And F, we have the ensemble playing. So this means working together as a team. In a play, all actors support each other and collaborate smoothly to create a unified, strong performance like parts of a well-oiled machine working in harmony toward a shared goals. And lastly, we have the G or the conservation and building. So the actors must learn to use their energy wisely on stage. Instead of overdoing everything, they practice conserving their energy and action, saving their strongest moments for when it really counts. This builds more powerful or impactful performances of the actors. That was all included for the theater acting. I hope you learned something. And if you have any question, don't hesitate to ask. And just comment down below your question if do you have. And I'm going to send my references that I've used in this report. Thank you for listening and goodbye.